Attention, attention, overly blunt in this one. First to mention, gotta get your Thursday right for the weekend. Overly blunt podcast for the treatment. Keeping this shit 100 not a notch low. Cause 99 too far from a hundo. New week, new Thursday. O-B-O-B.
Yo. What's up, everyone? This is the Overly Blunt Podcast. This is the only podcast where we keep it 99. I fucked it.
Keeping it 99 is way too far from 100.
Damn.
Way too far 100.
Too far.
I be fucking that shit up lately. You know what? I gotta stop smoking for podcasts, dog, to be honest.
You gotta tap in, man.
It's just, but I'm just not a productive stoner. Just to be honest, I'm not, and I realize that, and I still do it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll be good. And now I'm like, I take a wax hit before that shit. What the fuck? I never did that before. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just like, and I fucked that whole intro up. But yeah, it's a new week. It's a new Thursday. It's your host, Chris X Matt, and we're about to have a nice ass episode today because we have a special guest with us. Coming all the way from, what would you say, Compton, Linwood?
Linwood, man.
From Linwood. Okay. And this is someone that I've known for a while too. He is Overly Blunt's own brother, Dennis B. Masao. This is his brother, and I've known you for a long time, bro. For a long time, and it's crazy to see what time does to someone, and you really have surprised me. Yeah. The route you have gone down.
Yeah, man, the growth has been crazy for where we originally came from, definitely, and just to come, to be the first person in your family on your mom's side to go to college and graduate, mm-hmm. and not just from I went straight to the University of San Diego, which is like one of the top private schools on the West Coast. So, I'm rocking the Tour Blue today actually with the background right now, but. Yeah, man, it's been, and to see you grow as well, I'm happy for you, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. But just I feel like your whole perspective and the way you used to think is really, I feel like you have deprogrammed yourself a lot from all the bullshit and like traditional shit. Like, so like you said, you did it. Like, you did it, so now what can people really say if you did what is really expected, mm-hmm. which is go to college and get a degree and, utilize it and be good and
be a probation officer and then quit and said, no, it's not for me.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Why? So you went to school for what was your degree?
My degree was in sociology and it was in criminology with an emphasis. It's like a dual emphasis that I had on it.
Yeah.
But and I came out of school. I had a job at like an after school program, and then I became a probation officer. And I was doing that, a detention service officer at Los Padrinos. So mm-hmm. It's they don't call them corrections officers, they call them detention service officers, I guess, to make it nice. But I love the skills that place gave me, the ability to say no to people, and in my just overall disposition on life. But it was time for me to go, bro. It was a very toxic place for me, mm-hmm. so I had to bounce, definitely.
Exactly.
I always have to bounce. If it's toxic, it's not for you, man. It was killing my soul, so. And I just had a coworker that passed away from a heart attack at the facility. So it's like, switch it up. Let's get positive. Like, now I'm working at a financial aid office at an adult school. And so that's just like, I'm helping people constantly, coming mm-hmm. up with solutions for people. And I just think as people, we get better. We're our best selves when we're helping people.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely. It's always good to give back, man. No matter what state you're at, man, it's always good.
Yeah, that's how you build yourself up,
Mm-hmm.
This has been, and I don't want to talk like this has been like, oh yeah, I've been like 3-4 years, I've been having my shit together. No,
yeah.
This has been like in the last 6 months of just.
What has inspired you?
Honestly, I was just so tired of to be honest with you, just so tired of being fake. Like, I was this person that people wanted me to be, so that the perception was nice. But was that really me? Mm. And I just came to a conclusion, like, no, like, I'm silly, like, I'm clumsy. I was knocking over shit, earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy, and I'm okay with it, mm-hmm. So, and I don't have to be like this uptight, like, cool, like, I mean, I can be that person too if I want to, but it is what it is, and I'm just like, I just want to be me, man.
Right.
Just unwinding myself.
Yeah. That's true. And on Overly Blunt podcast, you can really be yourself. You can talk your shit.
Talk your shit.
You can
Yeah,
talk
man.
your shit and
Express it,
but no,
man.
just your transformation has just been like it's crazy. Just to really see your whole mindset, the fact that you even like indulge now in the whole cannabis shit and the whole marijuana thing, and it's just dope to see you more open to shit, more involved. Like just seeing you collab more with your brother is beautiful to me, and yeah, I'm excited to see where your whole new mindset it takes you because I know you're already like trying to do this whole media thing, and
Yeah, definitely.
let's talk about that. Always us media.
Yeah, so I'm surrounded by talent, man.
Mm-hmm.
My brother graduated from graphic design. My cousin is super talented in taking photos, as you guys see from earlier today. He's the man. And I feel they just needed some direction, somebody to be like, okay, well, this is how you do it legitimately, you know what I'm saying? Like, walk you through the steps. And
Yeah.
so, and just keep on pushing them, you know what I'm saying? And have this figurehead that did it the right way and everybody in the family looks up to. So now they think it's okay for us to be collabing and working, you know what I'm saying, on projects like this when before they used to think it was a waste of time.
Right.
So, the figurehead that allows for support in a way.
So that's really what you're trying to do with with the media team.
Yeah, man, just push them forward and keep on whatever they want to do. Is find a way to make it happen for them.
Yeah, I think it's dope to like, see. Like, I feel like today's whole shoot, we had a photo shoot today, and I feel like the whole shoot was kind of produced by Always Us because you guys were the ones flicking it, and your brother was was directing Angel how to take the pictures, and
Oh yeah, it was awesome, man. That direction and the way that y'all teamed up on it too as a team.
Yeah.
It was great. That process was dope.
yeah, those I'm like I like that, and I like what you do with the Instagram too, where you were building up just you put them on the tech world basically because you gave them a Yelp, you tell them you gotta market yourself through Instagram and.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good business, and I feel like you can help. You can help a lot of the businesses in your type of community where you're from, and you can show them like how to get money on IG because IG is really it's a good way to get money.
It's a good platform.
Yeah, man, and especially it's just again it's more about helping people. Like, how do you help this? Great, like so. For example, we helped a carniceria in the neighborhood that we grew up in and we used to hang out at. So we went in and we asked the guy, we can do this for you. We can make this is I think the best place to eat carne asada in LA, bro. Honestly, I'm a big foodie. I like to go places. I know my food. I know my wines. I know my drinks. I know my steaks. Everything, So I'm a big foodie,
dope.
and this place is dope, man.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that with the world, and I was able to do it in my own vision. So I think it worked out well.
Yeah, that's dope. I fuck with it, and I feel like you guys are onto something. If you guys really are consistent,
Yeah.
and I see your brother more inspired too, which makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I see him. Shout out to Dennis B. Messiah, man. He does all the
my
OB
brother,
shit,
man.
man. All the OB shit. That's Dennis B. Messiah. That's
Man,
my
the myth, the
brother.
legend, right there, man.
Yeah.
He's a great
But
guy.
let's talk about where you're from, Linwood. So how was it growing up? You had both parents growing up?
Initially I did. We come in there, what's up? Initially I did. There you go, my guy. See,
I got-
sweat.
I hit him.
He loved me, man.
I told him.
He loved me. He loved me.
I told him.
I appreciate that.
No,
I get hot quick. Me and my brother are like that.
No, you're
there's
good,
a lot
you're
of
good.
energy for sure.
It's all good.
But where we at? Linwood, yeah, man. We initially did have our parents. They divorced, so it was my dad. He manned up and paid the child support like he was supposed to, and I appreciate that. And my mom did her best. We struggled though, man.
like growing up in Linwood, like you think that was like it affected you growing up, just having your parents separated and living in the hood and growing up, or did you have enough time with both of them?
I had my dad was a great dad. When we were younger, he took us to the park, played games, did the whole thing, man. Took us to community pools. He taught us how to swim, so he was a great dad. But it's just unfortunate. Trying to get back to your point. Sorry, what was your point? As far as what was your question?
Like just growing up, like did you think it affected you with like not having two parents in the household?
Yeah, because you want your parents together, man. I think everybody secretly, wants their parents together and it didn't happen. And just with that, comes a lot of negativity, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's not, for a young, 14-year-old, it's not a great message to hear, especially when you're going out in life and trying to be somebody, man. It's tough.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And it kind of, it does affect, I guess, the way you, perceive yourself now, even with women, or no? Does it affect the way you see women and the type of relationships you have with women, or? Like, you think you get a lot of characteristics from your dad? Because it's crazy how we really are similar to our parents.
Yeah. I mean, that toxic masculinity, growing up in a Mexican household is going to be there. And, it's not an excuse for it. But, yeah, I'm like, now that I'm trying to be a better person, honestly, like, I try to look at things in a different light. But, yeah, I love beautiful women, man. I love beautiful women, and I like talking to them, and I like just hanging out with them, man, and just being friends, and just like, it's just, and I think everybody, like, necessarily just beautiful women. I think everybody's beautiful. Like, you can have a beautiful conversation with anybody, bro. You can help anybody. And I mean, that's what I do. Like, people, where I work is like, people come with me with their problems, and I'm their last hope. And so I gotta find a solution sometimes for these people. And when I do, it feels great, man. It just feels like, okay, well, what can I do for myself now? Like, if I was able to do this for this person, like, what about me? Like, how can I help myself? How can I be my best self? That's what I've been focusing on lately, man, is how can I be my best self
I know
today?
that's a fact, because it comes to a point where you love to help others so much. Like, do you ever wonder if they can offer the same to you? Or do you feel some kind of doubt when you offer that love to other people?
Nah, man, you gotta give it, man. Like, just helping somebody that can do nothing for you, bro, that's your best self, man.
It is.
That's your best self, like, knowing that they can't do anything for you, but you still help them.
But wanting to do it willingly.
Yeah, and you can't help
not
everybody.
for the gram, or not for, just for some to show up. Yeah,
man, that's.
I mean, I'm gonna share one of my experiences. Honestly, recently,
cool.
I was in San Diego about last week or 2 weeks ago. My parents were in town. We went to San Diego, and we went to a bakery, and we're there, and then we're getting our stuff, and then like a older lady walks in, like she's more bummish looking. I don't like saying it like that, but she looked kind of talked out to a little bit. So she walks in, and she just like looks around. And like she locks eyes with me, and I guess in my head I'm thinking, oh, she was just trying to like steal a bread real quick, and just walk out. And then she just like looked around and looked at me, and then she was gonna walk straight back out. And I tell her, and I stop her. I'm like, did you want something? And then she was like, yeah. I'm like, hey, go ahead, go get something. It's fine. And I got you. Like, don't worry about it. And then she was like kind of like hesitant, and then she was like, and I'm like, you want the cheesecake? And she's like, yeah. Like, I want coffee, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I get you a coffee too, whatever.
Coffee and cheesecake, man.
And then I just bought it. It was like what, $4 or whatever. Gave her 5, and then gave her the change. I'm like, here, go ahead and have a nice day. And then just little shit like that. And it's like, and to me, it's like, man, that was dope. Cause I didn't have to do that, but I know I just made her day because I know she wanted something and she probably didn't have it.
Yeah,
but instead of begging of it, like, I'm like, I got you. Let's just go ahead. It's $4. What the fuck is $4? You feel me?
Yeah, bro. And it's just you created that pathway of like help for her. Like now she like knows that there's options of like that positivity.
That there's good in the world.
It sucks, dog. Like the concept of being homeless.
Yeah, man. To not have your own space, that's
like sometimes I'd be like,
tough.
Maybe I take it for granted, but I never have ever worried about shelter, bro. Like, to be honest, I've never had to worry about I'm not gonna have a roof under my head. And that's a privilege. Yeah. That's a big privilege. There's a lot of people out here that just
taking it for granted.
Nah, that don't really got it. Like they just they really homeless. They're really out here, and it sucks. A lot of times it's the veterans. A lot of times it's different people, and it's heartbreaking because it's sometimes even like with some people where they're like, I would never give a crack. I don't give a bum's money. I'd rather buy them food or like sometimes people just be dissing them. And in my head I'm like, bro, I used to be kind of one of those persons, but then I started realizing we don't know how they got to that point. Yeah, it could have been pain medications that these doctors are telling you to take, and you get fucked up, and that you're all fucked up like that. Or you could really be a veteran, come from some fucked up shit, and they don't take you serious, and that shit's sad.
Nah, there's a lack of support out there too for those kind of people, man. Like,
yeah,
they live them down in the dirt.
Like we don't know how you got to the point of crazy, and that's the sad part because we judge off the bat, like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not gonna help them out. Like they just want drug money, and maybe that is the case. Maybe most of the time that it is what it is, but it's just like
do your part. Try. If you have it, if you have the means to
Exactly.
help,
If you have the means, you have the means. I'm not out here giving people hundreds and shit like that, but if you want a meal, I got you. Like, I prefer when you tell me you want a meal because I know you genuinely want a meal. I know you don't want money just to fuck with me. So when you ask for a meal, I got you. Yeah. Like, but I wish like not everyone looked at it like that. A lot of people were just man, fuck that. Like they can go work. They can be out here asking for money. They can go work. And it's like, I feel you. I get that logic too, but
you don't know what decisions you would have made if you lived their exact
exactly. We don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know.
So you can't judge people, and that's why, like, I don't put myself over anybody, bro, because I don't know what decisions or what I would have said or done differently. You know, maybe I would have ended up worse than them. Maybe that's their best self at this very moment. You know.
And where you're from, you see that a lot.
I see it. You know, I see the contrast because I went to university that cost like $50,000 a year, so. That was culture shock for me.
Right.
Culture shock to
That's crazy you say that because I actually wanted to bring that up. How the transition of that, like coming from like the hood and going to a white ass school, rich people.
Yeah, man. And they're great people, man. And they're great people. But it was just a culture shock for me because I went to the student pavilion and I'm just like, you know, from Linwood. You know, single mom and just like never having anything. Like I had nice stuff. I always had a phone, but like these girls just left like $1,000 worth of laptops on the table and just got up and went to the student pavilion to go get their food. And I'm just like, I'm watching the laptops for them, making sure nobody got them, but it's not a thing. It's not a thing over there. That's not a thing, you know. So that was a big culture shock for me to see that. But then. I love the attitude that they have, man. Like that, you know, the privileged have that, you know, they win no matter what. And I believe you need to have that attitude. That's a great attitude to have about life.
Yeah.
Just to trust and love with all of it, dog.
That no matter what, you're going to win. You're going to figure it out. And as long as you have that belief, then you're going to get wherever you want to go, man. But I learned that there. I didn't, you know, I had some mentors and some influencers that helped me get there. But that just blatant, like, life is too easy. We figure it out no matter what. Like I learned that over there from them, and I was my best self when I was over there. I lost the most amount of weight. I was fit. I was lifting weights almost every day. You know, so.
You used to play football, huh?
I played football.
And you were like a monster, huh?
Played football, man. Yeah, man. I look back at it now, and at the time it was just necessary for me. I think it was an escape just to escape with my current situation.
Wait, that got you to the college?
No, I just just playing football. I was captain of the football team.
Okay.
Victorian in my high school. Like I was a guy, man. I was a guy, and to me that just seemed like I had to do it. That's what I had to do in order to get to the next level. To get out of because I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
Because you had a goal, right? You followed that goal and got you a little further.
Yeah, man, definitely.
That's dope, man. To have that dream and envisionment especially for people that really don't have it like that either. Just the idea of a goal and the concept behind it and following it, and literally, no matter what kind of sacrifices it takes either, just keep going at it, dog, and you get there. I appreciate that a lot, man.
I appreciate you, man. It's great to just echo, you know what I'm saying? Just feel that energy, that positive energy, man. It's good, bro.
Definitely.
And I think that's why my brother is thriving now and doing his best work that I've seen in a very long time.
Oh yeah, he gassing lately.
Because I'm just like
gassing lately.
Because I just believe in him 100%, and I just like I hate that when we were younger we didn't have the best relationship because he always wanted to be around me, wanted to be like me, and I was just pushing him away, like, just give me my own space, man.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I went to college and I was just like, I miss my brother, man. He's a great guy. Like, he really cheers me up when I'm down.
Yeah.
And I miss that. Yeah. So, came back from college and it was a different, like, you're my blood, and we started to work through some things, but, yeah, we help each other out a lot, man, and I'm pushing him to be his best self, because we have to.
And it's good to have that support system in-house, too. Like, coming home to it. Because you can have it with your friends. You can have it with everybody else outside of your household. And sometimes coming back... And sometimes it sucks because the people that don't have that, they come home to those back home to those... My parents don't even agree with none of this. Like, it sucks. And they can't really be themselves. And then when they're with their friends, they're like, oh, they feel like alive because they understand. They understand me. So it's dope to have a support system when you go home and then they get it. That's how I feel, bro. When like my parents embrace the podcast, they bring it up. They always talk about it. It makes me feel like, damn, like, that's crazy because I don't even be doing all that shit. Like y'all really like that's dope. And but it's talking into existence. It's manifestation. It's just
It's energy going forward.
Yeah, man. That should be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
For sure, man. And I'm just happy to see them just doing their thing and I'm like I said I'm the VP of operations. Like I make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need a camera, let's get you a camera. We'll make it work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, so anything you need, like let's do it, and then just find a way to make it happen. Cause I find a way, man. And that's why I think that this is like my chain that I had it custom made in San Diego. Cause he's just the patron saint of St. Jude. He's just like miracles, man. He finds a way, and you have to, man, in this life. You have to find a way. What else is there, you know?
You guys both got chains on.
For sure, man.
It's a chain gang episode.
It's
Heavy, man. Heavy.
You guys are like,
I don't feel it though, man. I don't feel it.
what's your feelings towards chains though? Just the fresh or because they symbolize shit.
They do. So let me give you the not so like the sentimental version of it. You know what I'm saying? But so this is just St. Jude, and it's like a patron saint where we're from Mexico, my family. So, and you know San Juditas. So now I got it done because you know I was in a bad place in my life. You know, like I needed guidance, and then I was like,
Exactly.
you know, so I was like, if you allow me to do the work that I need to do and get the money that I need to get, I'm gonna dedicate this money. I'm gonna dedicate that part of it to you. Because you know that was a big part, and it's not. I'm not worshiping him. It's veneration. It's respect. You know, I don't worship my parents. I love and respect my parents. So I love it. That's that love and respect that I got for him, and he just gets me through. But it's kind of like when you put him on, man, you just feel like the one.
Yeah,
man. You just like, and you know, it's just you go forward and you're like, okay, what we doing next, man? What's the next move? Like
Exactly.
That's how you feel right now?
I mean,
look how he's leaning forward, man. He's ready for the next one.
you know, yeah, you gotta stand it out a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
kind of, because I definitely appreciate mines too. Like,
Tell me about your chains, man.
you know,
Walk me
so
through 'em.
this one was given to me by my brother back in the day in the orphanage back in Harlem. He gave me this one a couple days after he passed. So yeah, I hold this one dearly, man. He's the one who really pushed me to get out the hood too, but in a sense to be acknowledged of where I'm going and where to stay in life. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So like this one right here too. Hold on. All right. This one actually is for my mother. So I saw a picture of her where she had this piece on right here.
Okay.
And I'm all like, I had this one already, but I wanted to attach it to it. So I got this one. I didn't really know who she was either. So I grew up obviously without a family. So I saw a picture of my mother. I'm like, you know, if she cherishes this too, I want to cherish it as well. So I feel like that's a part of me, you know. So
That's for your mom?
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or a
shit.
picture. And I would never ever show the notes that she gave them to me right after she passed. Because she knew what was gonna happen, but she basically just she knew what was happening. So yeah, and I saw her wearing this one, and I'm all like, you know, in honor of my mother. And I swear to you, I know we talked about this last time too, where I see visions of her in my sleep, and those visions inspire me to get where I'm at today.
It's the guiding
It's
light,
like
It doesn't scare you. You just get inspired.
yeah, it's an essence. At the time, I didn't understand what at the time what it was, but as I grew up, it was like an essence of something that's telling me what to do or where to go exactly. You know, like it was scary, but at the same time, it was like she was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I cherish this one a lot. This one means a lot to me.
The guiding light, man. For
It
sure.
is, man. It's like
yeah, man. For sure.
it's more than symbolism to me because
Right.
it's like a part of you is legit here. You know what I mean? Like if I wear this shit, I'm not just gonna pop it and flash it. I mean, maybe I will, but at the same time, it's like, where can I really go with it? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, exactly.
And people can't hate because, like, yeah, it's flashy and stuff, but they have real sentimental value to
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That help-
exactly.
That's like your mom and your brother. This is like, I was in a very dark,
my
I was
brother.
416 pounds, man.
How much you weigh now?
I'm 338,
Nice,
336 this morning. No, 334 this morning in 5 months, man.
Yeah.
In 5
That's
months.
awesome.
So, people are like, oh, how do you do it? I just believe in myself. Like, I believe that I can walk into any room and say no to everything. And just say yes to the things that I want to eat, that I want to eat. and the chains help with that sometimes.
Yeah, no,
They
no,
remind
for
you
real.
who you really are sometimes.
It's fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So when are you in your flow state, Chris?
When and what?
When are you in your flow state? Like when do you find yourself in your ability to just work and like edit and just do your own work? Like
The thing with me is that I don't like editing. I don't that's not my field. That's not my partake.
Yeah.
I just feel like I can give you the content.
Yeah.
I can give you the talk. I can do shows with you. I can let's come up with ideas, come up with show ideas. Let's do that. I'm not really like a photogenic either, you know. That's all new to me too, doing photo shoots and all that shit.
getting the right angles.
But if you need some content, if you need someone to that talk some shit that's informed about certain shit, like let's run it. Like I can help you with that.
Okay.
I can be that person. But so doing these podcasts, that's basically me. Like we talk about whatever, but it's always it always ends up being some informative shit or some like inspirational shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I get my flow is basically when just when I start doing these podcasts, like more like when I do them back to back to back, I just get more of a rush like that. Like I feel dope. Like I feel like I'm doing shit. Like I'm working.
Forward,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm working. And depending like who I get, it's like man, this is it's a step. It's a step. It's another fan base. It's more people fucking with it. And I like the organic build that we're kind of building. Just how it is because. You know, we know what we're lacking at. You know, we know what we need to do better to get more exposure and do more things. So it's gonna happen, and that's the next phase now. So right now it's chill. Right now it's chill. We're just the same shit, just dropping these episodes, and the flow's dope because I like doing the podcast too because it keeps me busy. Like keeps me like, what am I gonna do this week? What am I gonna do this week? Like I need something, and I feel like I need to put an episode out. Like I don't know, it bugs me. Like I feel like I cannot miss a week, and when I'm able to do it, man, we maneuver around it. People
Find a
come
way,
through.
man.
Yeah, find a way.
Exactly.
And it's dope. And I feel like we just need to do more guests. I feel like.
So my question to you is because this is a beautiful thing, man. You're like helping people and like getting information out. That's like, to me and you can be simple. It's like you have to believe in yourself. Like what other way is there?
Right.
There's people out there that don't know.
They don't know.
So
And that's how I look at it too. Especially a lot of people around us. A lot of our peers, a lot of our friends, a lot of our cousins, a lot of our family that they not may think like how we think either, and they're not gonna listen to somebody else say. But now because let me tune into what Matthew's saying, let me tune into what Chris saying. Like even they might look at me crazy, but that I might plant that seed in their heads though, and they might go and they may maybe be like, well, if they hear it again, it's like, well, I heard that from Chris. Man, I heard this again. I'm gonna go look it up now. I might do some shit. So I like even doing that because I might do that with people around me that are not maybe used to it. Like people from high school that have been following me just to follow me. I know they probably tune in just to be nosy and cool. Tune in, like get like just fuck with it and question my shit. I'm not saying I'm right. I never say I'm right. I could be totally wrong. I just speak the shit that I feel like I'm informed on and that on all the information I've came across. If you want to question it, come talk on the podcast and correct me. Like you can give me more evidence and I'll be like, oh yeah, man, you're right. I don't know shit. So I don't know shit, but I just talk my shit and hopefully I plant a seed and hopefully you go run with it.
Yeah, the goal is to take the gems from everything, bro. Every conversation, from every interaction, and you really gotta listen to people. And like, okay, what's the gems of this, podcast today? What can like help you be your best self today?
To be the best self, yeah.
It's just like, and everything don't need to be perfect. You just, how can you be your best self?
And it could be little things, bro. It can be like, okay, I'm gonna just stop saying rude things to people, and then tomorrow you don't say that no more, and right there, like that's we have to work towards it.
I think the first step is stop talking bad to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you do something wrong, like pendejo, like, nah,
my dumb ass. Yeah, I feel you. I do that a lot sometimes.
No, bro, like that's. You might be playing around, but energy's energy,
yeah,
man.
bro.
And you put that out there and you come back.
No, I feel that. I super feel that. I believe in that too, and I do catch myself always saying some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I've checked. I don't.
Like I'll be driving and be like, man, I'm gonna fucking crash right now. I'll be saying shit like that, and then it's like in my head I'm like, why am I saying that? But I know I'm just fucking around. But in my head I'm like, there's a lot of power in what you say.
Yeah.
And that shit can really happen right there. Like even someone just clipping me and I'm gonna boom, I crash.
Just focus all that energy on positive.
That's true.
Like,
I feel
building
that.
and creating and like that's what I've been focusing on, and I feel like I've advanced in my life in the past 6 months and have in the past like four or 5 years, man. So.
I see that.
Thank you.
I see that. I see the growth. And do you think having because you're in a relationship, do you think that holds you back too a lot from being your best self?
I think it was part of the journey, man, because you know, she was, you know, everybody, you know, the relationship didn't work out. I broke up. You know, we broke up. She broke up with me. That's the truth. She broke up with me. Let me be real. She, you know what I'm saying?
And that's fine.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know, she showed me a bunch of stuff. Like a lot of stuff that I know now is because of her, and so I appreciate that part of the journey. I appreciate the gems.
That's the beauty of it, bro.
I appreciate the gems.
It is. That's
Now
a beauty.
I can, like,
I agree.
you wanna have nachos by the ocean in Laguna Beach? Yeah, I know where to go, bro. And that's just because, you know, cause we just went on adventures together. And, you know, I appreciate that. So.
No, yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta step back and like focus on yourself and know that, you know, you gotta be your best self, and if that's not part of the journey, then you gotta keep pushing.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a
I
fact.
agree.
That's a fact. I feel the same.
Heavy. But I'm good now, man. People are like, are you really okay now? I'm really good. Like I feel like I'm.
Are you really happy right now?
I'm unwinding myself. It's a journey
yeah.
for sure. But like I'm all this time I was lying to myself and just telling myself these like, you know, everything from you know, like yeah, you're big, but you know, you still look like, no, you did not. I don't look fresh big, bro. I need to lose weight and get back to how I was looking, you know, when I graduated from college.
Right.
So I just talk to myself nice, bro. That's all I do now.
No, that's good. You know, that's like self-positive motivation, bro. Like that's really big too, because like some people be putting you down. Like, I know for me, putting me down, and then like I do have a girlfriend to like go to if I feel down. I do have a family to go to now. But like back then, I didn't have nobody. So like I'd be talking to myself, like, nah, I can actually do this and do that, or nah, I look good today. And you know what I mean? Like if you self motivate yourself like that, dog, it's like it's a big difference how you view things too. You feel me? Because like if you just got yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like motivated inside your head, kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Gotta motivate yourself.
If you believe you can do it, bro, then you find a way, man.
Even if you look crazy to everybody.
Even if sometimes you
Because
look
like I
crazy
said,
to everybody.
like sometimes it's that same household that's toxic, and they'll be like, you ain't never gonna do shit doing that. You ain't never gonna be shit. You ain't never gonna do that. Like just don't do that. But
And that
if you
hurts,
do
man.
have that, it hurts.
hurts.
If you do have that, you have to go past
Just
it
know
too.
that. Just know that you got you.
Yeah, you have
got
to.
yourself, bro.
Yeah, you do got
Because
you.
at the end of the day, if you really make it work, these motherfuckers are gonna be on your ass again. I
Exactly.
promise
real.
you.
That's
I
a fact.
promise you. And it's funny because even right now, like people might see like, okay, it can become something, and then right now it's not as fucked with as much, but. And I know how the game is. I'm already aware. I'm already prepared for how this shit gonna go down if it does start popping. Like you know, I'm aware. I'm super aware of it, and yeah, I'm not even scared because it's gonna be fun to just weave out the people that's like
For real. Like
that's funny. Knowing how I am and how I speak to people, that's really funny to me.
But yeah, man. But that just.
What is your thoughts on overly blunt?
I think it's like it's a great message, man. It just be overly blunt is just saying like bringing it. In my interpretation, it's like be your true self, be your honest self, be your honest self, and that's something I'm working on. It's just not lying to myself, man. It's just like telling this is exactly where you are in life. You know, this is where your finances are. This is where everything is.
Yeah,
How are you gonna fix yourself to move forward so you can help others?
Right.
yeah, you can't fake that happiness either. Because you really, I know, I definitely tried doing that. I tried faking my state where I'm like, nah, I'm good where I'm at. But it was such a toxic place where like, I know I'm not good, but I somehow find myself telling myself that I am good because it felt good to say that. But facing the reality of it, it didn't feel good. So if it didn't feel good, how you gonna change that? You feel me? So like, change that shit
You're
up.
still
and-
depressed?
I mean, I have nights, dog, you know? Because here's the thing, right? If you reach a point in your life where you've gone through so much shit, for some reason, I think this happens to everybody, that
know.
memory always comes back to you. And that memory stays with you for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Those memories will never go away, but what I personally start doing now is like I start thinking about all the shit I got going on right now. I feel like
Right.
the podcast, my girl, my music, the DJing, the albums dropping. You know what I mean? The deals and all that other shit, school even. I think about that shit and I'm like, I'm happy about that, you know what I mean? But I always ask myself, like, what could I have changed back then? I always think about, like, what did I do wrong? But then I'm like, that didn't even matter. That was like 15 plus years ago.
I like to look at it because when you do go back, I like to how did I grow from that experience? Like, how did I become the person that I am today?
But in his case, he had to grow up too fast. Too fast. Cause he's only 21, bro.
Yeah, man.
So he had to grow up too fast, and that's the thought that even that just humbles me, bro. It humbles me, and it makes me look at the way I grew up, and I'm like, what the fuck was I complaining about? Why was I bitching at my parents because I didn't get no pair of shoes this week?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that shit it makes me. It made me mad, bro. Like it was real shit.
Cause I think you saw the perspective, like you had a different perspective now. And you
Because with me,
in.
bro, growing up, I never like cause you know I grew up here in a more also poor area for the most part. But I guess because I always got what we got, always even as young kids, like my parents always gave us whatever, and they didn't make hella money. They probably don't put it on credit. They for sure probably just got in debt just to give us what we wanted. But we never had to worry about any of that shit, about nothing, about like, oh, we're not gonna have this. But growing up, I thought everybody was like that too, the way that I grew up. Like, how come you guys just ask your parents for that? Like, how come they can't get it? Like, why can't they give you money to go on the field trip? Like, you feel me? Like, I never like looked at it like you guys, but I never saw them like, oh, because you guys are poor. I never found that logic either. I was young still, you know. I just looked at it like, that's weird. Like, how come your parents don't do that? Like, whatever. Like, and
But coming from the other side, I never when I would talk to the kids and like, oh man, I want to get that. She's like, oh, you can't get that because your mom didn't give you no money for the field trip. Like, but one day, like, I'm gonna figure out how to come back to this spot and buy that thing that I wanted to buy at the science center. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the way I've always thought, and I think that's always propelled me forward. And whatever I do, man, I feel like everything I do, somehow, either pretty successful or successful. Like,
right.
I was okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Big time, man. Big time.
That is true. But it's crazy now because the world don't work like that.
Nah,
the world don't give you everything.
What do you feel like you're changing or like you're focusing on now to like be your best self or like, start working yourself to like be there?
I'm at a point where I realized that no matter what I do, career-wise, job-wise, like if it's not this podcast shit or recording or having a platform or doing it like that, I'm not gonna be happy. I've realized that. I could probably start, working for a bank, for example. Start making X amount of money, I can probably get to the 100,000 mark, maybe. Cool, I'll be happy probably for a good 5-10 years, but I'm not truly gonna be happy. Like, I'm always gonna be like my mom tells me, like, you're never gonna be happy. Like, you're not a happy person. And I start thinking about it, and it's like she right. Like, I'm really not a happy person. Like, sometimes I'd be a negative Nancy about shit. You get me? Like, I don't be talking to myself nice. How you say, and it's just crazy because I'm like, I don't know what to. I don't know. I'll be tripping out. I don't know what to do, and
shit.
That shit get yeah.
Yeah, but like, what are the tools, man? Like, what are the tools to like ground yourself? Okay, like, cause you're thinking about not doing nothing. You're not doing anything. Like, that's my thing when I'm trying to focus on like grounding myself.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to do right now so I can move forward?
And I know that this podcast shit is what I want to do, and I enjoy doing it, and I want to eat off my hobby. I want to, and I don't want it to feel like work. It doesn't feel like work, and if I can start just making money off doing this. And to be honest, I want to say shout out to Stephanie. This is Jasmine's girlfriend actually. And she actually when I met her for the first time the other day, and she actually said today, when she told me that day that. She told me how she felt about the podcast, and that shit made my whole fucking day. I was like, what the hell? The way she described what my podcast does to her and the feeling that it gives her is exactly what my favorite podcast do to me. And that shit was like, man, I don't even care if it's just you that feels like that. Like, I'm gonna keep doing this shit. Mm-hmm. But that right there is like, okay, I'm onto something. And the way she was so detailed about it. She was saying how we flow so perfectly, me, Renee, and Jasmine. And she's just like, what you guys talk about is cool. Like, the whole setup is dope. And I'm just like, man, that's fucking dope. But she's there waiting every week when I drop. And that shit means the most to me. Like, shout out to you, Stephanie. Because that shit really made me feel like, damn, my shit really is not going unnoticed. Like, that's cool. Like, someone's peeping this shit.
Not only that, but they're feeling it too, though. Mm-hmm. Like they're viewing it as a positive thing,
Right.
Like, that'd be so dope, bro, to start like a whole, like what we're doing now, but in a bigger scale where it's actually touching people's hearts like that.
For sure.
That's dope.
That's gonna be the amazing level, bro. The amazing part was when I can have you on this shit, bro, and I get you some followers. When I can have anybody on this shit, and I give you, everyone starts following your ass. That's what I want to get to. I want to get to that point when we can start selling out
that'd be
some
so dope.
sold out shows. We can just start doing this shit live. I want to get to that point. And I know I can get it, and I know I could be doing a lot more even now to be getting to that point. I can be going extra hard, but I still work a job, you know. But now, luckily, I've got to a position where I'm off of work early, so it doesn't even feel like I'm like work's in the way. I have my whole day ahead of me. Like I work today, and I'm now I did a photo shoot. I did I'm doing a podcast now, so like I'm making use of my day, and that's what I feel like I need to be doing more because I'm not doing that as much. I'm just getting hired up, being lazy, and that's not gonna get me nowhere anytime soon. I gotta constantly be doing this shit, but that's why I like doing it once a week because I like the consistency. It makes me want to keep being here every week, consistent, and you gotta be consistent because no one gives a fuck right now. Like no one really cares about your podcast or my podcast, or I mean they do, but at the end of the day, no one really cares as far as like it's not doing nothing. I'm not eating off this shit, so no one really gives a fuck, and I get that. So that's why I'm glad I don't have to rely on it right now. I don't have to rely to make money off this shit. I can still pay my bills. I can still do all my regular shit. So that's cool. So I can just focus on it like it's just for fun. And that's how I treat it. But I know just doing this shit for fun is going to make me eat. Like I know it is. I can eat off this shit. I know I am.
Sure, I believe in you, man.
And it's gonna happen, whether it be like I said, 5, 10 years, 2 years. You never know what the fuck happened. You never know who might agree. You never know who might be peeping this shit. And yeah, so I don't care when it happens, but I'm gonna keep doing this shit. Like I said, luckily I'm in a position where I don't have to worry about making money off this yet. But do I want to make money off? Hell yeah. Do I want to sell some fucking merch to people? Hell yeah. And sell out? Hell yeah. That's the dream, bro.
That's a dream.
When I can be in the beach and just on Miami or do some shit, and people are just buying this shit, and I don't have like, bro, what? Like I'm on a boat and I just dropped the link to cop my shit, and I just made like 100,000 right now. Like,
Crazy shit.
Bro.
come on, bro. Like that's just amazing and being smart. And I cannot just work with how I work on a job. Like I said, I cannot be working. I will never be happy,
I feel
bro.
you, bro.
No matter how much I make, I could be making 200,000 being a dentist or some shit. I mean, if I really want to be, if I really want to be a dentist, of course I'd be happy doing that shit. But nah, like I'm not gonna be happy. Like yeah, it makes good money. Yeah, I came to do it because I hate when people say that.
But that's for some people. That's their thing. You know.
That's the
But
thing, and I
what's
get
your
it.
thing, though?
But
What's your thing?
I get that that's the thing because it's just the way we live in, the society we live in. It's just it's a capitalistic society, so I understand it. So it is what it is, and hey, go get your money, go get your bit. I blame you not whatsoever. And luckily, like I said, like I'm in a position where I don't have to worry about a lot of shit. But it makes me feel like still weak in a way because I don't own my own place. Like it's not my shit, and I want to go get my own shit. I want to be on my own and not have to depend on nobody at all for nothing. And I know everybody needs help. I get that, but it just makes me feel a certain type of way because I'm like, I still gotta go get it, man. I cannot get comfortable at all.
For real.
At all. And I'm only getting older. I'm 25. I'm 26 this year, and nah. I've wasted too much time, bro. Since I've got out of college, I've always wanted to pursue a whole. Remember before it was Raw. Remember Raw?
Yeah.
It was Raw before, and since then I've been trying to do something, and I've been just I'll talk.
This is different. This is
Now,
different
no, hell yeah! This time I found my lane. That's the thing. I found podcasts. I want to do podcasts. I want to be a platform. I want to talk shit. I like discovering people's businesses and everything, and find new products that I'm into, and have you on my podcast and talk about it. Like I want to do that. I found my interest. I found that I would always that was my favorite pastime. Just sitting down watching podcasts all day, watching hearing podcasts, watching interviews, and all that shit. I'm like, I want to do that. Like, I know that's what I want to do. And no one of my friends is on that lane right now. We already got the rappers, we got the producers, we got the people that do pictures, we got the people that do video. We got that. Like, no one's doing the podcast. Like, let me while my friends are getting on, let me try to hop in there and try to get my shit on too.
For real.
You gotta look out for number one, man. Always.
So. Dead ass, because I'm like I can't. I felt like I was just useless. Like what am I doing? Like I felt like I was just orchestrating everything. I felt like I can put people together. I felt like I could tell your brother, this design would be dope. Or I felt like everyone would always come for me for the final opinion on shit. But it got to a point where like, what am I doing? Like I want to do that. Like if people are coming to me first to show me music and do me and play me shit and send me images first and be like, what do you think? What do you think? I need my own platform to put people on, bro. Like dead ass. You feel me? Like so. Hey, that's what it's about.
Help others, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what OB's about.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what OB's about. Right now it's just podcasts, but hey, I have way more shit in store. Like this is Overly Blunt podcast, we have Overly Blunt just company, which we're gonna drop all other videos, other content, all different shit, and it's gonna be happen with time. Right now, I'm speaking on it. It may not happen for the next year, maybe or whatever, but hey, like it's gonna come eventually.
You'll find a way.
Yeah. I'm working with what I got right now, but eventually with time, it's gonna keep getting better, and that's what I think I'll be doing too. I'll be rushing it. It because it's like. Obviously, I want to eat off of it, so I want to make it work right away. But at the end of the day, I've only been doing this shit since March, only a couple months.
For real,
that didn't even a year. So it's like, why am I tripping? Like, it's gonna take time, bro. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. No one knows what the fuck Overly Blunt is right now. Like, I gotta make it known. I gotta keep pushing this shit. I gotta keep promoting this shit.
I was gonna say too, like we didn't even hit a year yet, bro, and like we be touching people already.
Facts.
Like, on an emotional level, bro. Like. I know one of my homies, he keeps a podcast too, bro, and he relates a lot to like when the family episode we just dropped too. Mm-hmm. He related a lot to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he even called me that night and said, yo, I talked to my mom the other night, because him and his mom didn't really get together, like, as a friendly type. Mm-hmm. But for the first time in like 4-something years, he called her, and then he was crying on the phone, bro. He was like, yo, like, we actually saw the differences that we had. We built on it. We for that kind of shit.
For the episode, the Dads and He Love 2 episode?
Yeah.
Wow.
He felt that, bro. Jesse.
See, that's amazing to me, bro.
Changing lives, man.
We had our first guest, Joe, and she talked about she gave talk about her life story too, how she came up and everything, and she had a cousin that felt away about the episode too, and she wanted to she wanted just to be reconciled with the family and be like, and just across the beef and just like she saw that it was broken, and that's amazing. I'm like, wow, like, because audio can do that, bro.
That's what I was saying, bro. Your voice like impacted my homie like that, and he was like, because he said that he saw where you were coming from, your point of view, and when he saw that, he was like, oh, that's what I did, and that's what she did, and then when she talked to him about that, from what he said, he was saying that that they were calling out each other's bullshit, and then they were like, that was so stupid. That was like that many years, and like they squashed it, bro. Like it was crazy. That's
crazy, bro.
That's big, man.
But that's dope to me. That's beautiful, and that's why I'm saying like I can't stop. Like there's no who cares if I'm not mad that I have 50 plays per podcast. First of all, I'm a podcast. No one really like listens to podcasts. Like no one likes to, obviously a lot of people don't like to listen to hour-ass interviews and shit. I get that. But the fact that I have 50, not known, not popping, that's dope to me. I see where the plays are coming from. I got plays from like somebody from different countries, like Australia, like a couple plays from there and shit like that. Wow. I don't know specifically who, but it tells you where it's coming from. Mm-hmm. Most of it obviously is from Linwood, from Riverside, from Victorville, but that's dope that people are tuning in, and that's just the SoundCloud. I don't even know about the Apple, the podcast app. And then I dropped the YouTube, so and I'm not promoting it heavy. That's the thing. If I was really going ham, bro, this shit would be popping. Like for real. If I was out here slapping stickers, if I was more vocal about it, yelling around like, "Yo, OP podcast, yeah, hell yeah." But I like the following that we're growing. It's very organic, and I know it's people really fuck with it genuinely, and that's the amazing part.
Mm-hmm. That's great, man.
Because people really be informed. It's funny because I'd be like, at my cousin's baby shower, and then
everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, they're talking about it. Not only that, but people were just informed with my life. They were just like, "Oh yeah, I heard you on the podcast talking about that." And I'm just like, wow, like that's. Like crazy, because that's what I do. We share what happens. We share our weekends. We share what happens with us, and it's like people really be listening, and that's dope.
Yeah, man.
That's dope, man. So I like what
a great message. It's just like being your true self, like being overly blunt. Like how do you really like don't just be in a shitty situation because somebody pressured you into be like, no, you know what? I don't want to be in that situation. Let me push you away.
Yeah, for real.
And let me go this way.
That's fact.
And then again, that's like the ability to say no. A very powerful thing. Like,
most people can't do it.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
It is tough.
But that's why we have a lot of broken people in the world, bro. Yeah. Because people don't have strong minds. There's a lot of weak-minded people out here. A lot of people get influenced by their peers and the wrong people, and it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate,
it's
bro.
Not their fault because they don't have the. I was blessed to have mentors and resources that like a lot of people didn't have. People believed in me. Mm-hmm. So like, but you're right. Like these people, like they don't.
You had a family that loved you, bro.
Yeah, I had a family that loved me, bro.
That's important because a lot of people don't have that. Mm-hmm. But then there's people like Renee that they didn't have that, but he's still a very loving person. He's nicer than how I am, bro.
Yeah. You have to be, man. You
Yeah,
have to be,
Like,
bro.
to be honest, like, this
That's
fool's
how you
too
get through
nice.
it, bro.
He's too nice,
No
and
such thing, man.
and then there isn't no such thing. But I guess sometimes
But you still gotta say no sometimes.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of times you get the connotation if you're a nice guy, you always finish last. You get the bad end of the stick.
Nah, man, positivity always wins, bro. Look at The Rock, bro. Like, he's just positive all the time.
All the
He's
time,
winning,
dog.
man.
I
You
ask
know?
him.
So in the long, I know short game. If you really want to play a short game and just like what's best for you right now and fuck everybody else, yeah, and then like that short game, that negativity, like you might win.
Right.
But the long
Exactly.
game, like the building yourself and like building your character and who you are as a person, you have to be positive. And
That's
you have to help
ongoing
people.
shit, bro.
That's that energy going forward, bro. You have to be there, man.
That's true.
And that's what's just, and things have just been working out for me. Like, I've been in some tough spots, you know, and to just work out because, you know, I'm just like, I do nothing but help people, you know? And I don't lie no more. I don't lie. Like, I really try not to just lie anymore. Like, even if it's a little dumb white lie, like, no, like, I just stretch the truth as far as I can and be like, this
That's
is
that
how
OP
it is.
shit. It sucks because sometimes the truth hurts, but hey, you gotta just say it.
But how can you tell somebody the right way that, you know, they need to get their shit together? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
That you can't.
Really?
You can't tell nobody like that.
They gotta help do what they want.
You gotta just it's tough. That's tough love. You gotta just be like, look, bro, I fucking love you, but you gotta get on your ass. And if you don't, if you got this amount of time. And if you don't, then you gay, bro. and then you know what? It's not even about going and getting a job. It's not even doing that. It's just is if you're just laying around doing nothing, just watching TV, you watching Netflix, making a mess. I get it, but if you're actually like trying to find a job, and if you don't end up getting hired, clean up around the house, do different shit, do keep it clean, just
be a part of the team.
Exactly.
Bro.
Don't just live there and just be like, I don't have to do shit. Nah, don't do that.
Don't look at it like, oh, they're making me do. Like, look at it as like I'm helping. You know, I'm helping people and I'm being part of the team by contributing to this housework or whatever it is.
Right.
Or whatever.
But people, yeah.
But people just like, they're so down about themselves and they're so caught up in themselves.
A lot of
They
people
don't. And that was me, man, for a long time. Like, I just cared about myself and I was selfish. And I thought I could do it by myself. For 26 years, I thought I could do it by myself.
I still
and I got
am
far.
sometimes.
But I didn't break the barrier because you need people, you know, to help you along the
For
way.
real, you can't ban other people out of your life like that, dog.
And when you find those people, hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? Cherish them because they're great people.
Cherish that shit.
So who are big people that keep you on the right path that you would say besides your brother?
My friend Sergio, and my friend Chris. Yeah, definitely. Sergio, we come from similar backgrounds, so we just now he graduated from masters from USC recently. So like he's
That's
the guy
amazing.
now. He's
Shout
the
out to
guy.
you, bro. Shout out to you.
Shout out to my boy Sergio.
I met you the other day, or I mentioned you a couple times, but see you the other day.
And then my friend Chris from high school, he just, you know, I was 16 years old and I needed a 4.0, or if I didn't get a 4.0, I wasn't happy. And he's like, hey man,
It's
you're
okay.
16 years old, like, let's go have some fun.
For real.
And then my grades went up after that, you know what I'm saying? Because you need a balance, man. You need
do.
to be able to work, play.
Life is
then
balance, bro. Life is really
Be
balanced.
the balance. Whatever situation you are in, try to be the balance, man. That's what I try to shoot for.
But you can't rush balance, bro.
You can't.
Because for me, I had some friends too, like especially in this music game. We was a little crew when this guy trying to rush like being happy. He wanted to realize he thought money was the only way to get that way, and he thought like if he can go his own lane and get that money by himself and execute all of his homies like that, that he'd be happier, dog. So that's what he did too. He actually got some money. He said bye to all of us, like just left. He came back, dog, and was like, "You were so fake to us, bro. Like, you got money on you, dog, but you ain't my brother like that no more. You feel me? Because it's just not the same.
It changes, yeah.
That shit changes you, dog. Like when you have a different goal, and you just totally disappear on other people like that, and you come back to those people expecting the same kind of respect, it's like nah.
Like, I understand you did what you have to do for you, but there's a right way to do
There's
things.
other ways to go.
There's
that
a
path,
right way
bro.
to do things.
Yeah.
There's a right way to do things. And sometimes that takes longer and it takes more patience. But,
It does, bro.
But in the long run,
I've been learning that the last 2 years, to be honest. I had to kind of take a different meaning to overly blunt in a way, too. Because I felt like I was being too overly blunt. But at the end of the day, it was just being rude. And I was exclusive with, like, I'm just blunt. Like, it isn't my fault to get butt hurt. And I guess, it just comes down to, it's how you say it. It really is how you say it. And I've learned that because I always felt like I've always, people always tell me like Manny always tells me I got child only child syndrome, or that I'm just I feel always I'm entitled. These last 2 years I've realized too that I'm entitled. I've like that I just because the way I've grown up and raised and yeah, just so when you realize certain shit about yourself, it's like, man, like I can't be OB like that. I gotta just be OB more. Like now it hurts me to tell someone like, oh, your music's trash. Like I don't like doing shit like that. I don't like telling people like, oh no, those shirts are trash, or those photos are trash, or these all that. Like I feel whack because who am I to tell you that's trash? Because someone you can like them, you can look at me like it's fire.
Well, what I like to do is just like, okay, what were you trying to go for, and then talk to me through their journey, like of what they were.
No, I feel that, but sometimes it's just like it just be all fucked up. No, it's not even fucked up bad. It's just like you don't even want to tell them like how, to critique them because you feel like I always feel like, man, who am I to tell you like at the end of the day too that that's trash. Or even if it really is trash to me, I won't even give you a critique because I just feel like nah, I just don't like it.
I'll say something like, man, it's a journey for sure. Like, keep working and see where you go.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
That's true. That's true.
Because that's like the.
But what if they're like, oh, you fuck with it then? You fuck with it?
No, then you tell them the truth. Like, it doesn't work for me. But
yeah, that's true.
I may not be your audience.
Yeah, see, I didn't see. Like, I like that approach. I don't have that approach. I don't be doing that. I don't do that approach. I don't do that. That's a good approach.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to make like being the good guy like smooth.
Like yo, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Something like that. So like, instead of like, I don't know, like give me an example. Just when you go out is like instead of like, oh, let me help you with, like you said, you helped that lady.
Yeah.
Like, check this out. Like, I see that you're doing your thing. You did the perfect thing. You did it smooth. Yeah. You did that smooth, man.
Yeah, like just get you what you want.
Get what you want, and it's just like you being the nice guy, but it was like, oh, hello.
Just like it's bread. Like with the most, you can't run up fucking bread. Like you're gonna call, even if you call like three pieces. If you wanted 3 pieces of bread, I would have done that. That would have been less than $10 anyways. Like that's
for real.
Yeah, man.
She can't run up fucking bread.
Nah.
That's funny. I'll be like, nah, bitch, that's too much.
That's OB.
Yeah, but like sometimes so like I help people like when they want to apply to college. Like I see their like my friends and family, and I see the transcript and they're talking about a school, and I'm just like, I know they can't get into that school, so I'm just like, so I try to redirect them. I don't say no to them. I try to redirect them toward another direction.
Like considerations and stuff like that?
You advise them.
Yeah, I advise them how to go to a better direction.
And they usually go for it? Or
I mean, like, you give them an option. If they're still like, no, and then if they're still, like you said, want to be rude and not just want to, like, not trying to work with the energy, then, there's nothing you can do about it. But you got to try. You got to try. Put that energy that you tried out there, so that the energy comes back to you, that moment.
I be rude sometimes, bro. I really do. Like, I be rude even when it, like, the Jehovah's Witness comes and I'm just like, and then just like the attitude I give them, like I don't have to really do that. I can just kindly just say like, you know what, I'm not interested. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I don't. I make it known that I'm irritated and I'm bugged, so they make it short and they leave. Yeah, that's
no, that's not. Yeah, you gotta like. And if they're still trying to be like coming to your door and like trying to talk to you.
No, that's different. Yeah,
then you be like, okay,
that's too
much.
Go
now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what the fuck?
Do it the right way, out of here, do it the right way.
Do
it the right way.
I love all religions. I love all races. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. I don't care what you do. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna have my beliefs, and that's it. If you saying some good shit, I might question it, and I might go look it up, and I might fuck with it, and I might add it into what I believe. But other than that, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. As long as you're not hurting me or anybody around me or just people in general, I don't really care.
That's the thing too, because I know for me, for my struggle too, is like I always try my best to make others happy. And when they're not happy, I still try it. And then I realize you can't satisfy everybody.
You can't.
You can't, dude.
You really can't. You can, bro.
That's the thing, though, because, like, I'm trying to, like, make peace with somebody, but this person's so, like, still upset about what happened. You know what I mean?
They're not trying to work with you.
They're not trying to work with me, bro, but, like, she's family at the same time.
And the problem is, like, it's forgivable. I mean, not forgivable, but you can work past it. It's not that serious.
We can definitely work past it.
Petty shit.
You feel me? It's petty shit.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst.
It's what
Egos. Well, not even your ego, it's her.
Right,
Because
her.
you're willing to do it.
I am, and she's over here. She's talking about like old shit, bro. And I'm doing my best to make her happy, bro. I'm admitting to my wrongs. I'm committing to what I said was wrong, or what I did was wrong.
Yeah.
But she always refers back to like one certain thing that happened, bro.
Man, fuck that.
And I was like, that's how I want to feel though. But I'm like, if I feel that way, and she comes to me at a point where I can totally be like, you treated me that wrong way, and then I was like,
You're just too nice though, bro.
but it's so easy for me to switch up though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I switched up, would I be happier that way?
No,
no,
you
I
won't.
wouldn't.
That's
I
why you
know I
Situation
wouldn't.
worse,
You won't.
bro.
It'd be worse
You
because I know for a fact if she came to me right now and called me up like, oh, this happened, and I'd be like, I can totally be like, nah, fuck you. You know,
Fact, though.
You ain't fuck with me no more. But I'm like, I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? It don't feel right to me. I'm like, I want to help you now. Like, thank you for coming back. You know what I mean? But I don't see
and
that
then
happening.
help within your means. Like don't overextend yourself and put yourself in a bad spot for trying to help other people. Like
I know, but
always help within your means for sure.
but how?
You gotta find a way, man. Like what works best for you. Ask yourself that question. What can I be doing right now that could be helping me be my best self? You gotta ask and then think about that. Sit in that, and then work with that. With the answer you come up with, work with it. See if it
Right,
works.
yeah.
If not, you keep pushing until you find a good spot, man.
I guess this is where I'm at right now because I haven't found that spot, man.
What are you doing right now to make yourself better? Or what do you feel like
In the
is
situation?
or no, just in general.
In life.
What are you doing to make yourself better, and when do you feel like you get to the next level of being a better version of yourself?
I go out. I go out of where I'm at, bro. Whether I'm at my house or at my college, bro. If I'm feeling a certain way, I just leave. I leave and I come back. Because when you always, bro, any kind of situation, when you leave and come back, bro, you rethink shit. You think clearer.
That's a
You
fact.
You think of a better mindset, bro. Because when you're sitting down, say if you're doing homework, for example, you feel me? Like, you can't figure out the problem. You get up, 10 minutes, come back, oh shit, I got it now. That's a fact.
But
That's
what
a
were you doing in that meantime? It's like you were walking around or you were like
Yeah,
doing something.
I was in my room and I was just being like in just like claustrophobic space, you feel me? Just like overthinking shit. That's not may or may not even be true. And I don't give a shit if it's true. You feel me? Like just waiting in a moment where you feel like you can't escape is when you gotta fucking get out somewhere. No matter where you're at. You feel me?
So you have less of those panic attacks.
Yeah, dog. Like, especially like when I'm sleeping too, and I wake up with a panic attack. That's the worst. That's just the
You
worst.
know what
Cause
I tell
like,
myself when I'm in like and when I'm just like I just like in my head I just kind of like pretend I'm sitting back in the chair like this. Like either way you're good.
yeah, for real, dog. Cause
You're
like,
like okay, figure that out.
Yeah.
yeah, fact. Cause I'm breathing right now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking breathing right now. Like, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
But like you said, Chris, bro, like them panic attacks, that shit, that's out of nowhere, bro. That shit can really attack you. That's where I just like to go out, maybe call my girl. You know, it's people are the best therapy, bro. Cause like you said, like family won't even understand that. Sometimes family can be the problem, but when you go with
Make your own family, man.
exactly,
Yeah.
bro, like friends, bro, like other people. That's why I say go out, go do something. Not to be rude, but to experience what else is good for you out there, dog.
What you like, man.
I for sure
Find out
did
what you
that.
like.
Exactly. I for sure did that, you know?
Yeah, you need people to talk to. You
Always,
need
bro.
people to talk to. You need people to be around. I like being by myself a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I do like human interaction from time to time. Like I really
Yeah,
like
me
being
too.
around people.
Me too.
Like it's mandatory.
What's funny to me is like when I talk to my homie, my day one, and he's never told me like his personal shit because he feels like he's like a man, like he's entitled to some shit, like that ego kind of thing.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Machismo, bro.
Like
real.
I can't express how I feel and sad and
Yeah,
all
dog.
that.
And I'm like, bro, I've known you since I was 6. It took you this amount of years to tell me what's up with you. It's like, yeah, it's a family thing. My girl's doing that, and like, bro, like talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Tap in.
Tap in. Like we
Maybe
fucking
just-
bro.
But I
You can
think
talk
sometimes friends be scared to talk to us and let us know how they feel because no, sometimes they just feel like people are judgmental. And I'm gonna use myself for example. I'm gonna use myself as an example because I can see how I can be one of those persons. I can see why my friend wouldn't tell me something because they're like, nah, cause I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, how you gonna do that? Like, and it makes me think like, you're right, because I probably would have, and And it's sad because it makes people not want to tell you about the shit, and that's why that's the reason why. And I do that shit sometimes too. You know, like sometimes your friend doesn't want to hear it. You can tell when they don't want to hear it. Like sometimes you do be opening up, and you just tell like they're just on their phone and just like, oh yeah, then damn, like they don't really care to engage in the conversation. So it's like, all right, cool, bet, like whatever, like I'm off this.
But that's just the wrong people to talk to. You feel me?
It is, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to create with always us, like the media companies. Just like you can be yourself, and like if you want to have a conversation of you having trouble with your girlfriends,
have a conversation, bro.
Like let that energy flow, and
you gotta vent.
Yeah, bro. As we're creating, as we're working,
that's true.
And create a space where like me and my brother have a great relationship. I can tell him anything, and I tell him everything, like how I'm really feeling, like both the emotional side and like everything else. And you need that space for God. Like men need that space.
You do need that space.
You gotta talk to your problems with somebody, man.
Yeah, like my mom, my mom's that person. Like if I ever felt away and needed to get something off my chest, I can tell my mom. Like that's my best friend, like for real. But anybody in my family at the end of the day, but my mom's my go-to. Like nah, I don't know how she got my back. Like, she got me like, but yeah, and I don't know, man. It just sucks. It sucks. Like I said, just work better on myself, how I say shit, how I perceive people. And sometimes I think you need those friends around you that call you out on your shit too. Because when you have those people that call you out on your shit, it really helps you. But a lot of people get butt hurt. That's why a lot of people don't do it. But I'm not one of those persons. It makes me sit back and be like, man, you're right. Like why do I have to say it like that to you? Like why can't I just be like, ask nicely? And I ask like I'm entitled. Like I expect this. This is my place. You have to abide by these rules. It gotta be like this. And it's like, I get it, yeah, that I care, but it's like, why do I gotta say it like that? Why can't I just be like, hey, can y'all just be more careful, or okay, can you watch out with this? Yeah, but it goes back to just that entitlement, bro. Growing up and having everything, and yeah, it's talk back to my mom a lot too. So,
but I think it's just like I think we're all in different places, like in our lives, and I mean, again, it's just like. We know where you're at right now. We're there. So like, how can we what do I really want to do? Like, if you had the house you wanted, in the neighborhood you wanted, with the cars you wanted, and the significant others that you had them, okay?
I'd be happy to be honest.
But how would you feel your day? Like, you don't have to worry about anything. How would you keep yourself entertained?
By being creative.
Doing what you're doing right now.
It gives you the ability to go try different things. Like, hey, I want to learn how to make clothes, but I want to sew it. Hey, I can still got money coming in. I can go do that and take a whole month and learn how to really do it.
I don't want to learn how to make pasta in Italy, bro.
That's amazing to me, bro. To be like, man, I want to go learn how to do this, but really dedicate your time to learning how to do it, and you actually doing, you producing. That's I can't wait for that shit, dog. That's what I'm excited for. When this shit finally gives me the financial freedom that I need to really do anything I want to do. That's the amazing part. Especially when you get the kids and everything, because I don't want to be working at a job and take the whole 6 months off. 6 weeks off and then go back to work. But I want to be there in the most pivotal time of my baby's years, and that's the childhood era. I don't want to be the go getter, and then I have to come back and fuck all that. Like, I want the money coming in while I'm taking care of this. I want to be there from if I could, I want that like from the beginning like that. I want to raise. I don't want to leave everything on the mom because that's expected sometimes, and they're the ones that have to take care of it. Nah, fuck all that. Like I want to be just as involved, and I want to be there for everything. Like for real, like we running all that shit.
Cool, man. That's a great environment to grow up in. And now you created this positive person that believes they can do anything, right? And they go out into the world and like.
Oh man, that's what I always say. Like that's really why I want kids, because your kid can really be the next whoever. It can be the next big person that changes the world. Maybe it can provide a cure. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like you never know, and that's why I say the more the better. Like fuck all that one shit. Like and it's sad because people really have kids based off their financial, like the finances. So if you're not really well off of money wise, you don't want to have kids right away. But if you really can afford this shit, and it's like whatever. You keep getting pregnant, cool. Sometimes the women don't want to either because they fucks them up. But everyone's have a fucking army, bro. I would want an army,
bro. Have a team.
And that's what I love about our parents. Our grandparents back in the day, where they were having a lot of kids like that. Except my grandma was kind of different because she only had 3.
Well, I think for now that sometimes you don't grow up in a family of 5 people. So like. Where do you create that support system for yourself? And it's your friends, like you said.
Yeah,
it's your friends.
You have to.
That's in this generation, in this where we live now in time and space, like that's how we create that support system, is finding good people. Finding, finding good guys to help.
It's
you
amazing
find
the people you come across in your life.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, bro. It really
And
is.
sometimes I'm like, I have friends and like, do I even deserve these friends? Like, they're so good to me and they help me out so much.
Real shit, bro. Real fucking shit.
And
Real
like,
fucking
and
shit.
you know what, bro? You know what? And before the answer was no, and now the answer is like, yes, you're a great guy. You deserve
bro,
these
shit,
friends.
No, yeah.
You know, you deserve
But I know sometimes I can be shitty and everything, but for the most part, my good outweighs my shitty. I know that for a fact.
But you can always get better.
And people always fuck with me because I really am genuine at the end of the day, and I really do. Like I said, bro, I've always had the money to do shit with when I was younger, but I never was that type to be like, oh, I got it, I can go do this, I can go do that. I still understood my friends like, damn, all right, cool, bet. The older I got, in high school, it's like, all right, cool. Like my parents are paying for my gas, you feel me? So it's like, y'all trying to meet up, all right, bet I could do that. But sometimes the other ones would be like, oh, I don't got gas. And I would never be like, you trash. How do you not have gas money? Because I can't front like I have gas money either. I'm not going to do that. I've never been that type of person. So I never made my friends feel like, oh, Chris got it like that. Chris the one that got it like that. Chris the one that got it like nah. So that's whack to me. I like everyone just to feel like, cool, we all got to pitch in. We all got to do something cool. I feel that.
Yeah, definitely.
But humility is important. And like you said, it's important. But humility is not talking shit about yourself. Like, oh, you're like trash. Like, calm down. You're not that good yet. Like, no, that's not being humble. But being humble is that knowing where you are, that you came, you did the work, but you can always get better. If you can always get better, then that you're humbled by that notion that you can always be better, and that way you can never shit on people.
Yep. That, and when people can talk all the shit about you and talk all everything that they assume of you, but it doesn't affect you because that's not you, and you're humble about it because you're not out here bragging about like, I'm out here doing this, I'm out here doing that. That's why I hate even talking about like what I did for the lady earlier, because I don't even want to feel like, oh, he wants to just throw that out there because it's a nice thing he did. And it's like,
but people need to know, bro.
But I also
who you are.
But I also do agree with talking about shit like that, and I even agree with the whole post of people doing that because it does inspire people. I see that shit and it makes me feel good. It makes me want to go do that, to be honest. It makes me want to go help a homeless and give money, give shoes, give food. I want to do that, and that's a good thing. Who cares if an IG post did that shit to me? At least it inspired me to do some good shit instead of go pop some pills or do some weed or go exactly. Go drink. It's inspiring me to go give to somebody. Whether y'all like it or not, it's doing positive shit.
That's your own humanity, though, dude.
Huh?
That's your own humanity.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm a cold person, but at the end of the day, I feel like I do have a heart. I know I have a heart, and I do feel sympathy for people, and it hurts when I see people like, damn. Like, it hurts when you see people in certain circumstances because, like, I would never be in there. And, like, I can't relate, but I could understand. And that shit sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Because we're all connected.
Yeah.
So why are you going to cheat somebody? You know what I'm saying? Why are you not going to help somebody? That's like, you're not helping yourself. You're cheating yourself when you cheat someone else, man, and that karma comes back.
It does, bro. Karma's fucking weird.
Karma's a bitch, dog.
Karma's weird.
Hey, man, things always seem to find a balance wherever you're at, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah, honestly, what you put out into the world, that shit gonna come back, bro, tenfold. The energy you put out to this bitch, that shit gonna come back and get you.
Always.
Positive or negative, that shit's gonna come back and get you.
It hurts to do the right thing, because I've been leaning toward that way. I'm not gonna say I've been walking this, but I've been leaning towards like always trying to do the right thing. And it's just like, sometimes it's just like, it's hard, man. It's hard to be the bigger person.
Hell yeah.
You know, yesterday, like, we were out having a good time partying, for 4th of July, and out with the family, and I guess we were being too loud, and the neighbor started sprinkling water on us from the next door.
Wow.
And the old me would have been irate, man. I would have just like lost it. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where he's at in life,
That's true.
I don't know what and that gives no excuse.
He's probably mad that he's not having fun.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, huh?
Why not invite him over and let him have a plate and join the party?
That's true.
Fun. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I try to look at it. And I know it doesn't always work out perfect, but hey, man, you can try. You can try.
Always
All right, man. So it's hot as fuck in here.
Yeah.
We're about to get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
Any last words? Actually, last comments on how, or any tips on how to be a better version of yourself, or what do you think people should continue to keep doing if they're doing anything to better themselves?
If anything, don't talk bad to yourself, man. That's something I learned. Don't say you're a dumbass, or don't say like,
that's
you
a gem,
can't do
though.
it, or I can't, or you know what I'm saying, like either find a way to maneuver it
right.
to get the best version of what you can get. Within your means, everything within your means, for sure.
What about you, Renee? Last words on how you can better yourself.
Try not to make others happy.
That's fact too.
Force, you know what I mean? It's like I was talking about, man, because like I'm still figuring out, but I feel like I'm wasting my time figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just feel like I can move on with my life, but
just keep being you, bro.
Being me, basically.
Yeah, just keep being you.
Just keep being me.
Just keep being you. It's really gonna help you sleep at night. At the end of the day, it's gonna make you feel at peace. So just keep being you. And honestly, my last words for bettering yourself is just like I said, just learn how to say things. That's it. Just learn. Just that simple. Learn how to say things. Just say it before you say it in your head, and then be like, let me try this word. Let's try it this way. And I promise you, it'll save you you guys from a lot of arguments and problems and all that shit. I promise you, because I've caused a lot of shit just saying some shit in a fucked up way, entitled way, and why did I even say that shit? But still say what you feel, but just say it
the right way.
Talk to someone nicely. That's it. Talk to someone nicely. That's it. That's it, man. We out of this bitch. Overly Blunt Podcast, man.
Peace.